We've reached number 10. You shall not covet. There's debate over whether the verb translated as covet can mean not only to desire something, but also to act on that desire by stealing something. But the verb definitely does mean, at the very least, to desire, yearn for, or lust after someone or something for one's own use or satisfaction. So while the previous commandments focused on specific actions, the final commandment dives deeper and addresses our thoughts, feelings, and motives. This commandment gets to the root of the problem by addressing the thoughts and feelings that lead to the actions forbidden in the other commandments. The list of things that may not be coveted in this commandment, like the list of those who should rest on the Sabbath, totals 7, a number often used to represent completeness, suggesting that one should not covet anything. The opening words of the 23rd Psalm help us obey this commandment. They say, "The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want." Or as the New Translation from the Jewish Publication Society puts it, "The Lord is my shepherd. I lack nothing." Not only does this psalm counter the constant desire for more material things that dominates our society, it also reveals that there is no need to covet, because God provides everyone with everything they need. This psalm calls us to pray, live, and act in such a way that all people in the world can echo the psalmist's words, "I lack nothing." As Mary Baker Eddy proclaims in Science and Health with Key to the Scriptures, divine love always has met and always will meet every human need. The 10th commandment could be interpreted as saying, don't be jealous of what your neighbor has, because you'll miss seeing the good that God is giving you right now. Gratitude conquers coveting. Instead of being imprisoned by a desire for materiality, we can be empowered by a desire for spirit. As the Beatitudes reveal, the desire that brings true satisfaction is the hungering and thirsting after righteousness. The first and final commandments are directly related, because when we worship God alone, then we're not worshiping or desiring our neighbors' or friends' possessions. Congratulations! We've completed our countdown of the top 10 ways to be free. I've shared a few of the insights I've found helpful when researching the 10 Commandments, with the hope that they might be a helpful introduction to these foundations for freedom. But there's so much more to discover with these commandments, and I encourage you to enjoy both digging into them and living them. These talks are simply an invitation to you to continue your own study and application of these commandments, and to make your own fresh discoveries as they come alive for you. Mary Baker Eddy writes that obedience to these commandments is indispensable to health, happiness, and length of days. As Moses reminded the Israelites in Deuteronomy, these commandments are spoken by God directly to you. And God didn't just speak these words to ancient Israelites millennia ago. He's speaking these commandments to us today. They are alive in our hearts, presenting to us every moment a choice: life or death, slavery or freedom. So choose life and enjoy the freedom found in these 10 laws of liberation. The Bible resources that I quoted in this podcast are listed on the Sunday School section of the tmcyouth.com website.
This podcast is produced and copyrighted by the First Church of Christ Scientists in Boston.